Oh, there they are.
Yeah, okay, here we go, Chad.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna fight him. I'm gonna fight him. I'm gonna fight him. I'm gonna fight him.
Okay. Keep it low key.
All right.
No, everything's okay. He's a streamer.
Hi guys. I'm a live streamer.
Okay.
I'm a live streamer. I have 25,000 viewers watching right now. Everywhere I go, I just had to leave Arizona because of it. Everywhere I go, 13-year-olds call police departments and say, there's a guy holding a girl hostage in his room. You guys are more than welcome to walk in, take a look around, everything.
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Is everybody okay?
Everybody's good.
Is anybody in here at gunpoint?
Nobody.
All right.
Is that what they said?
That's why, yeah.
That's why I was
You guys can
wondering,
come
like,
in.
why the guns-
You guys can come in. God is good. Alhamdulillah.
What, your Nicholas?
Huh?
Your Nicholas? What's your name?
My name is Yousef.
And your name?
Hubert.
And what's yours?
Quan.
Okay. And anybody else here or no?
No.
Police swatting call.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Hey, you should tell. My team told me they did contact the police department and tell them, because in Arizona, everywhere I went, they called in a bomb threat to a restaurant. The waitress started crying, and I had to alleviate her pain, and I said, nothing's happening. I'm so sorry for wasting your
You're
time.
fine. You guys are all good then.
We're all good. Yeah. God is good. We just finished praying together. We're Muslim.
God is good. Absolutely. All right.
Are you Muslim?
I am not Muslim.
Christian?
I am Christian.
Did you go to church today?
What's that?
Did you go to church today?
I did
He's
not.
working.
Today I'm working.
Hey, I want to say this as a Muslim. I don't care if you're Christian, white, black, yellow, whatever. I love you.
Thank you.
I love all religions. I respect all religions.
100%.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Have a great day, man. Be
How's it going?
safe.
Assalamu alaikum.
Absolutely.
Assalamu alaikum. Oh, he said alaikum assalam. Fire. The coke is in the bedroom.
What are you doing with my Quran? Okay, fine.
I just want to cut on in front of us.
I want to know what it's like from somebody who was top 3, what you realize after losing it.
Yeah.
So like when you're in it, you don't really think about it. It's
Yeah.
just normal.
Yeah.
So what did you see? What does that seem like? What is it like to be at the top?
Okay, I learned this. Just because people want to collab with you doesn't mean they're your friends.
Right.
I learned that the hard way.
Right.
When I was up, my phone wouldn't stop ringing.
when
Yo,
you're
you
down,
want to
nobody
come? You want to come to this party? You want to collab? You want this? Yo, I got you a brand deal. Yo, you want to fuck? Everything. As soon as you get canceled or forgotten about, and the sheep mentality kicks in, they don't know you. They don't want you. They don't tweet you. They don't care. I could post on my story and say, "Guys, I'm suicidal. Help me." None of them are gonna reply.
They're just like, whoa, he's
So
going crazy.
I learned relationships on the internet
Are fake.
as fuck. Not these, because we're actually getting to know each other and we're Muslim brothers. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The girls and all that shit. I'm way too trusting.
It's true. When you pray with somebody, you do have a connection that's it's bigger than like anything.
Bigger than black and
I
white.
have noticed like when I've been traveling around with a lot of Muslims, and then one thing that brings you together more than anything I've noticed is every single day we're praying together at the same time.
Yeah. Guys, to all the new viewers, I wish you guys would subscribe. I know I can't shout out subscriptions, but all the money I make from Kick subscriptions, I'm putting into my nonprofit and giving away to the world. So they don't subscribe though because they think I got like such a big deal, so they don't subscribe anymore.
When I was banned on YouTube, that's when I really realized, especially in the clout world, like who was my friend and who wasn't. A lot of the people that I thought were friends that I was doing collabs with, nobody texted me. Especially knowing like I was on YouTube for 10 years straight. I put my life into YouTube.
Yeah.
Everything. Like from literally before I hit puberty, I was on the same exact channel called Sneako. My second channel was banned and they banned all my channels. And so the fact that like the people that reached out, I understood actually cared. Most people didn't, and most people didn't say anything.
100%.
And knowing that was actually one of the most devastating. Imagine your life's work is removed, and then you really get to see. That's how you know who your true friends are, is when you're down, who's there texting you,
Yeah.
who's there trying to make sure that you're okay.
Another thing I learned. I used to care about hate comments and all that shit.
Right.
So let's say something like the airport incident I was just in. In the past, when that incident would have happened, I would have posted a YouTube video. Hey guys, I'm taking a mental health break. I'm going to rehab. I need to fix myself. I love you and I'm leaving. I learned the only way the internet can cancel you, stop you, anything, is if you give them the power to.
Right.
But if you throw up 2 of these, you know yourself, and you keep moving, nothing's stopping you.
Right. That's the
Nothing.
mentality
Other
you need
than
to carry.
God, you can't be stopped by an internet troll. I used to be trolled by the biggest drama person on the internet. I can't say his name. My team doesn't let me. But once I stopped replying to him and took away his power, yeah. So now we're just doing shit.
But what is it like? And is it worth it? Is that something for the viewers watching? Do you think that they should try to attain that? Because getting to the top, like
Attain what? Fame?
I guess success, the glory, fame, all that stuff. Like, is it appealing to be one of the most clouded people in LA?
No, unless you have a bigger purpose for why you're doing it. So I didn't start this the first time I wanted to be famous.
Right.
I wanted to be an actor. Because I didn't have validation as a child, so I wanted to have validation from the internet.
People want to be actors. Right?
Correct. But now the second time around, I'm not doing it for money. I'm not doing it for fame. I'm doing it to sell the G7 mindset. I'm doing it to change lives. So if you do what you love, the money will follow, the respect will follow, the success will follow.
So would you ever, pimp out OnlyFans girls?
No.
Why not?
For the same reason that I had a $40,000 brand deal 2 years ago.
Gambling?
Yeah. I paid, I was giving my video man at the time 50% of all earnings. So when I got the brand deal, I sent him $18,000. I sent him $18,000, and then my brother ended up calling me, my older one, Yousef, I don't care how much money you're getting, you're promoting gambling, it's haram, give it back. So I called the company, canceled it. They ended up not sending me the other 50%. They only sent me 50%. So I tell my camera guy, hey, I didn't get the full brand deal. I already gave you 20%. So He said, I don't care. You still owe me the money. It was 40. You chose not to do it. I did. So I don't care how much money will come from doing haram. I won't accept it.
And your soul feels better.
So much better. I don't feel like a piece of shit. There's no barakah in money that comes from a haram way. So even if you say, I'm going to do this shit, and when I get the money, go feed the homeless, it doesn't work like that in Islam. You have to, how you get it is the same way of your end goal. And I'm a hypocrite because I'm dancing in the club with girls, I'm doing all this shit, I'm not perfect.
Right. But it's difficult to be perfect. I had a stream 2 days ago and it was a lot of fun. I'm giving high energy the whole time, and then it's like 2 a.m. on a Friday night, and I'm like, what do I do now? Do I just read the Quran? Do I just sit here and pray more? It's like there's people outside, there's life going on.
What did you do?
I went out to the club. I didn't drink, but I went out to the club. So I'm just sitting here. I don't have any more energy to stream.
I get it.
I don't really feel like, honestly, now it doesn't seem appropriate to read the Quran alone for Friday. I am not in that headspace.
I get it.
So I don't even know what else to do.
I get it.
Friday night in Miami, some people they'll just ride dirt bikes or they'll go skydiving. They'll do adventure stuff like that. For me personally, also you can't do that at 2 a.m. You can't go skydiving. Well, I don't know what else there is to do, and I'm wondering how good Muslims do that. Apparently, good Muslims don't even watch movies because they don't want to program their mind with anything else.
So in my 9 months absence, I slept in the masjid for a week during Ramadan, and I sat with sheikhs the entire time. They were trying to purify my soul. They would pray on my head and everything, and they were like, Yousef, they're still texting me to this day, Yousef, you're doing the wrong things again. They're like, go gun shooting, go ride ATVs, go play basketball, go get coffee with your Muslim brothers, go work out go work for charity, like that shit.
Yeah, but it gets boring. It does get boring. But inshallah, in time, it's gonna.
Allah make it easy at the end of the day. We're all sinners. My oldest brother, he's the most pious religious person I know. He sent me a private voice note the other day, and he said, don't listen to this on stream, because the first time I did it, it went viral. And I listened to it. For the first time in my life, my brother told me his sins.
Which you're not supposed to do. You're not supposed to.
Exactly, but he told me to show me, Yousef, I'm not perfect, but I try my best.
Ironically, he's sinning while he was confessing his sins.
I'm his brother. He's trying to guide me.
Understandable.
He's not doing it. No, you're not supposed to promote your sins. You're not supposed to go like OnlyFans girl and then go on Twitter and say I'm an OnlyFans
Especially
girl.
if you're promoting God.
Correct.
Right. I think we know what we're talking about.
Correct.
But
I wasn't talking about anybody.
really?
Wallahi.
Okay. I know so many people like that.
Really?
That be like, Christ is king.
Oh, I know.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Christianity. And they're like 6 OnlyFans girls twerking in front of them. God. What? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm wondering, though, are you noticing people start to gravitate more towards religion now? I think maybe something about COVID or what it is, but I'm seeing a cultural shift, and people are trying to seek out more meaning. When you were at the top, when you're big YouTuber, all this stuff, was there more push for people to go towards degeneracy instead of something more meaningful?
Yeah, so the devil's here. The devil runs the world.
Right.
It's the devil's world.
Right.
But God is the good side. God is the right energy. So no matter how powerful the devil gets upon mankind in this dunya, if you stick with God, you will always prevail. Always. So yes, I think a lot of people are turning to religion.
It's making a comeback, right?
Yeah,
It's not just
big time.
Yeah.
People are realizing how they turn on their TV. You have all these women rappers bending their ass over in thongs, talking about for kids, for kids,
rob a nigga, do a drill, pop a
for
Percocet.
kids,
Yeah,
kids,
it's disgusting.
for kids.
That is.
And then they
satanic
look
music.
at us and they say, "Oh my God, you have children watching."
Yeah.
Bro, you let your child get on TikTok and see all these challenges and shit.
It's disgusting. So every time you open up TikTok, it's more programming. But I think people are starting to wake up to it, and you just have to protect your mind.
We
from
should
it.
talk about that. I don't know if we'll get canceled,
No, go ahead.
killed by the Illuminati.
Go ahead.
The programming by the higher powers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's satanic. Like everything. If you listen to the music, you break it down what they're talking about. It's just kill people, have sex before marriage, do drugs, twerk. Like it's everything that they talk about in the Quran and the Bible that's sinful. That's what the music is.
Yeah. The Quran says it word for word. You know what? Oh, I forgot what I was about to say. Oh, you want to know what W take I think I have?
What?
What are your opinions on Astro World, the event that killed so many people?
I mean, I like Travis Scott, and sometimes we'll talk about God, but at the same time, it seems like it was a sacrifice. Like he's sacrificing some of his fans so that he could appease the Malak, the god of
Look,
human sacrifice.
this is
Maybe
what they
to
say.
appease Satan.
This is what they say, okay? In the industry. Do this humiliation ritual. Do this sacrifice
And we'll give you
ritual.
fame.
You're going to get hated on for a year,
We'll reward you with
but then
fame.
we'll reward you with fame, money,
Same
and
thing
success.
happened to Logan Paul. I mean,
What?
I mean, after the Suicide Forest thing, like
No.
it's similar.
No.
Why not?
I don't think so.
A lot of the time, it isn't. I don't think it's like word for word said by some executive like you need to do this, but a lot of it is. It's whispers in your ear. It's pushed by the culture.
Oh, yeah. He
You know,
has a team
It's not
pushing the
explicit.
agenda.
Like I'm not saying that they said Astroworld, you need to go and kill your fans.
Yeah, of
Absolutely
course,
not.
of course.
But the fact that it happened and they allowed it to keep going on. And then actually, if you look, I like Travis Scott. I can't lie. If you look at the promotion of his album Utopia, you look at what he's promoting on Instagram, and you see kids with drawings all over them. They look scared and frightened. They have the one eye symbolism where they're drawing over the kid's eye. It looks like the kids who were victims on Epstein's Island, and that's what he's using to promote his album. It looks like the same promotion for Balenciaga.
Look what Balenciaga did.
Like Travis Scott's Utopia promotion looks identical to Balenciaga campaign, and then nobody calls it out. And even then, like a lot of the pictures, his face is upside down, and he has the cross tattooed here. So in the promotion, it looks like the Antichrist.
Exactly.
You know, like, it's in the picture. That
Hey.
it's all decided on. They look
But to the regular sheep watching the shit, oh, you conspiracy theorists, take off the tinfoil.
I don't even think people say that anymore. If you're not a conspiracy theorist, especially after COVID, you're just dumb.
Yeah.
You're really dumb. Like
Yeah.
to believe that they have your
I got
your best
vaccinated.
interests. Yeah, man.
I had to.
You didn't have to.
I did. I'll tell you the story.
Tell me.
So, I get out of rehab. I'm in Philadelphia with my sister, rehabilitating after. I had a deal with SeatGeek to go to J. Cole's concert, front row.
Okay.
So I'm chilling with my sister's house the whole week. I take out my niece all week, da-da-da. The day before I'm leaving,
Yeah.
I tell my sister, I get an email, I go, she goes, what? I go, I can't go to the J. Cole concert if I don't have proof of vaccination. My sister, she's the most woke person on this internet. My sister got manipulated by the TV, and she starts crying. How could you put my daughter in danger?
Oh, yeah, we all
How
know that.
could you, Yousef? What the fuck? Da-da-da. And I wasn't allowed to go to the J. Cole concert. So first I just got a fake COVID test, got into the J. Cole concert. But then to travel anywhere at that time, you needed a COVID test.
I used a fake one.
I could have. But I just got it for my sister and that reason.
Yeah, so especially after that, you're seeing all the people that are having. Can you talk about this? This is why I was banned on YouTube.
How do you
too.
think I became non-binary and gay? I got vaxxed.
Oh, that makes sense. Solved a lot. That's why I got banned on YouTube, which is another reason why I was upset that people didn't hit me up. Like I was banned for telling the truth, for putting my career on the line, for talking about COVID. That was the main reason. Election misinformation and COVID misinformation. For as soon as COVID dropped, I'm like, they're gonna try to sell vaccines in a year. The Pfizer made $70 billion in a year. It was the biggest profit year in the past 20 years from selling the vaccine. And people don't even. Nobody else talks about it. And a lot of the content creators didn't get vaccinated, but they refused to talk about it. They talked about disgusting stuff. They kept twerking and gambling because they didn't want to. They don't want to put their reputation online. They don't want to talk about things that are true.
By the way, to everybody who's not enjoying this is the most real conversation that's happened on the internet probably in the last year. So if all you want us to do is joke around, hit on girls, dance, this isn't the place for you. This is the most real conversation I've ever had, and I'm going to continue having it. I met somebody one time. He was like, "Are you vaccinated?" I was like, "Yeah, unfortunately, I had to. I only got the 2 boosters." He goes, "I have 7."
7?
7, dog. He got 7 jabs. I don't know what.
He's got 1, right?
I don't know what his pronouns are now, but he got 7 jabs.
He's got all of them. He's every single one. You didn't get the booster, did you?
No.
Okay, good. All right.
You need 2. When it first came out, you needed 2 before they started lying and saying you need a booster, you need another one, you need this dick in your ass, all that stuff. I only got 2.
Apparently, for anybody that
By the way,
regrets it,
this is the first time I'm saying my opinion about vaccinations. I've never talked about it.
yeah, this is Rumble content. Is what we do. Apparently, you can fast, and it does clear it up. Like, for the people that get vaccinated, if you regret it right now, there's a lot of people in the chat. Nobody who's unvaccinated regrets it. There's not one unvaccinated person. Damn, I really wish I got the. Wish I got
I'm so mad
Johnson
I
and
got
Johnson.
It. I don't know what's inside me right now.
Everybody who got
I don't
it
know what
regrets
the
it.
government put inside me.
You should fast. You should fast.
I do water fast. I don't know what the government put inside me, and that's the most sickening part.
You have no idea what it is.
I have no idea what it is. I watched it happen in real time, dog. I was with my parents when COVID was happening, and my parents were scared every day. They woke up from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. watching the news. Okay, we need this. Go spend money on this. We need water. Wear a mask inside the house. Wash your hands when you come inside. They had my parents by the balls.
Yeah. That was the biggest sign in human history. So for anybody who's saying, oh, you have a tinfoil hat on talking about the Illuminati and sacrificial rituals and how they try to appease Satan and how you need to sell your soul to the devil in order to get fame and money and success, if you are not a conspiracy, if you don't have a little bit of foil in your head, you're just dumb. You are literally being programmed. So many things have been exposed just in the past 3 years, especially the fact that they're still trying to say that Epstein killed himself in prison. If you don't try to question what's going on a little bit, then fall behind, because it's going to keep getting worse. Apparently there's plans for the U.S. to extend COVID for 10 years. They're going to try to do the same thing with climate change. They're going to try to keep us inside and limit our social credit score, saying that you emitted too much carbon today, so you're going to have to stay inside. Climate change is going to be the next pandemic. That's also a lie.
You know who I know a lot of shit about, but I don't want to talk about this, but I just want to bring it up?
What?
Bill Gates.
You know how much money he made off of malaria and all the... You know how he learned all of this stuff? He learned that you can make the most amount of money by selling a PC with the virus in it, and then also selling the software.
Yeah.
So you sell a computer that's sick, and then here's the antidote.
Yes.
You make all this money for PCs doing it, Microsoft. Bill Gates is like, okay, well, I can give them a virus and then also give them the solution. Vaccines.
Yes.
That's why he spread malaria everywhere. That's why there's all this, he's buying all the farmland. He's trying to buy all the water so that they can control what you put into your body and then also give you the medicine for it.
All I'm going to say is if you have a child and you run into Bill Gates, do not let your child close to Bill Gates. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, look, he said...
You know the internet didn't know I was this woke? They literally think they literally think the persona I give out is who I am. I haven't even started introducing the world to Yousef yet. That's why I'm scared. That's why I'm scared I could get killed for this shit. I'm gonna be a Kanye. I'm gonna be a messenger. I'm gonna be one of the top messengers.
He's spreading the truth. That's
what is it called when you're against the Matrix?
Smart.
Well, I'm whatever those are, and I think
I wouldn't say woke. Woke, I would say, is the.
And I don't want to keep saying they're gonna kill me because that's how XXX manifested his death. That's how what's his name? The best lyricist of all time. The best lyricist overdosed on a plane.
Juice WRLD?
Juice WRLD, yeah.
What was he talking about though? He was just talking about Percocets all the time.
No. He was woke. He was woke.
What did he say that was really that smart?
Watch his interviews. He was woke.
Not in the chat, but what was Juice WRLD really talking about? I never heard him. I mean, his music, he was promoting a lot of negativity. Like, we're going to be honest. Rapping about murder, popping pills, depression. When you listen to those songs, like those depression songs and all that, your mind starts to think of it more too, and you actually subconsciously become more depressed.
Yo, guys, chat is in followers only now. If you want to chat, you must follow.
What do you got?
We went down to 25,760. Once we start talking
How
about
did you even
this.
go down?
Wait, they didn't put in
down.
followers.
You're still like way over your peak. What are you talking about?
No, but we were at 27,000. We almost hit 30.
Right, because it was swatted. Chad, do you like hearing about this or
Can
not?
you go and kick on your phone and see if it's in followers only mode for me?
Yeah, sure.
Yo, Nadeem, can you go to my chat and see if it's in followers only mode?
Yeah, let's log into my browser. So yeah, it's already locked right now. You have to follow. You have to log in.
Alright, bet. Yo, bye. Yeah, we're good. Fire. We're number 10 top most followed on Kick right now in the first 7 days.
Wow.
Trust me. Let me just light the fire little by little.
I've been lighting the fire for a year straight, so
Men do OnlyFans? Yeah, they're too. You could find the most miserable, homeless, cracked out person in the world who has been raped, abused, spit on, everything. Right? In the day of judgment, if Allah grants him Jannah, if you asked him, were you ever depressed? Were you ever unhappy? He won't even remember it. He'll say, I don't have no recollection of that because of how beautiful Jannah is. That's fire. So if you go through the short pleasures of this world, sex, drugs, alcohol, money, fame, devil, yeah, live that fast life. You'll get it. But when you burn forever in the hereafter, have fun.
I think there's a hadith that says that on the day of judgment, when there is the hellfire, one tear from the believer will create a shield from all of the hellfire. So, no, one bead of sweat will drop down and create it.
They also say, if a friend was going into Jannah, but his other friend was going into the hellfire, the friend begged him, Ya Allah, please let my friend come. Allah granted him forgiveness, didn't let him enter hell, put him into Jannah. But they also say on the day of judgment, your own mother won't be thinking about you. Your own brother, yeah.
What is she thinking about?
Herself, her sins, her day of
life,
judgment. What's going on with her. Even your own mother. But the only person who, not the only person, the number one person in this world whose dua matters for you is your mother's. My mom prayed for 10 years for me to get to where I am right now. That's why I cried so hard yesterday when I thought I was ending this and I was going to lose my kick deal. Because my mom promised me, she said, Yousef, I can't handle another breakdown. I can't. My brother texted me and said, you're killing mama.
Everything will be okay, inshallah. Just got to be around the right people. That's one of the most important things when you start becoming successful.
Yeah.
Is you got to make sure that you have the right circle.
Hey, Rocky Zoo gifted 10 subs.
Easy.
That's the first 10 subs I've ever seen. Thank you, Rocky. I'm going to match it. Thank you, Rocky. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that, Rocky. I've gifted 2,400 subs to my audience.
Gotta keep that circle around.
When I was broke, right?
For the wrong reasons.
When I was broke,
yeah.
if I wanted to do haram just to make money, I could have been a millionaire 9 months ago. But I didn't want to. So I had sabr. I prayed every day. I waited for Allah to show me what way to go. And now I'm here.